Introduce yourself.
Jake Corley, Corley Energy.
You got to know him by now. If you're not following him, you're going to make me mad. There's no reason he shouldn't have all the followers on every platform paying attention to this.
Dude, I'm
impressive guy.
I'm out of Texas.
You're creating grids, is what I heard.
I'm just behind the scenes.
Yeah, the puppet master of all energy. That's not a terrible.
Something like that. Yeah,
that's not a terrible place to be right now.
A year ago when we started, we were going out, we were pitching investors to see if there was going to be any interest.
There is.
And it was like across the board, batted 1,000 with every group that we talked to. But the one question was like, why isn't anybody doing it yet? And we said, we don't know, so we're going to go do it.
Okay.
Fast forward a year later, you've got this entire conference that's pretty much dedicated in part to gas to power, power for AI data centers, power for Bitcoin mining. There's an insatiable appetite. You're seeing more CapEx being spent on AI infrastructure than consumer spending.
I use AI every day. Now I know that I don't want it to go away.
Yeah. It's not slowing down anytime soon, and power demand today is the lowest it's ever going to be.
Yep.
It's going to continue to go up in perpetuity, even when we...
Do you think that we've... because right now, I've been told by a lot of, Oracle people, like, okay, well, our energy demand is going to double in 10 years. Do you think it's going to be even more than that?
More than that.
Yeah.
More than that. I think all of the estimates right now are very conservative and very low.
You hear that? We're the solutions industry. We're going to have to make this happen.
A lot more built on grid, but what you're going to see is a massive rise in off grid, which is particularly what we're focused on.
Okay, so
just
that's
because you can build it faster. When you've got groups that have got $10 billion worth of GPUs that are depreciating, you can't wait 3 years to energize. You can't wait for interconnection. You can't wait for Encore. You can't wait for all these things. And so the oil and gas industry is perfectly suited to be able to be these power partners to these hyperscalers.
So I was naive to hope and think. And luckily I run into friends like Jake that, so out in the middle of nowhere, I still don't have the ability to create a data center because it's just the Starlinks of the world can't process that amount of information up and down yet.
Yeah.
They're going to have to pull fiber. So remote really isn't remote yet.
Well, there's a lot of fiber. You can look at fiber maps. There's fiber just about everywhere. Like in Texas, for example, there's only like 3 or 4 counties that don't have any sort of fiber whatsoever. But if you're building a big enough site, the fiber groups are incentivized to be able to run that last mile and give you the fiber speeds that you need. So that's really not a bottleneck. The bottlenecks you should be worried about is land, kind of not so much, but depends on the area that you're in. But water, considering evaporative cooling is still the primary cooling mechanism for most AI today. That is changing and moving towards like closed-loop systems. We've even heard of some groups doing air-cooled, which is kind of wild to me, considering the thermal density of the GPUs. But having water for cooling is a significant amount. You can't just rely on municipalities. You've got to be able to source that somewhere. Mm-hmm. And so once again, oil and gas industry is perfectly suited to be able to solve that need.
Yeah, even now, because of friends that we mutually have, there's a company in Tulsa. It was called Committed Water. Now it's called Aquacat. But essentially 4 tractor trailers can combine together and clean stadium full of water from our produced water.
Yeah.
Cleaner than, they can dial it up as much as they want and make it, whatever kind of water you need, so we don't have to worry about that reactivity in it. I see, our industry is poised to do amazing things.
There's so much new technology for being able to turn even produced water into RO spec water for cooling. As nasty as brine is, the technology has finally caught up. Is it cheap?
No.
But if your option is either energize your GPUs or pay X amount of dollars a barrel for clean RO spec water, that's the only thing standing in your way. When you're spending $40, $50, $100 billion on a single site, the cost of power, the cost of water, the cost of fiber, the cost of land is a rounding error. It doesn't matter.
I also I'm really excited about geothermal.
Okay.
We had a great speaker. I'm fortunate to be on the board of API in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And we had an amazing speaker. It wasn't really on my radar, but he gave us all the bullet points as to why geothermal will catch up to natural gas in a way shorter amount of time than we thought to provide energy, in addition, because everything anybody else does outside of oil and gas is energy addition right now.
Yeah.
But that's exciting for data as well.
Yeah.
It's another place where we can go remotely and provide all the power we need for all of this, computer technology.
Yeah. I think, the guys over at Fervo, Tim Latimer and that team, they've got a lot of breakthroughs.
Fervo's awesome.
They're definitely the bleeding edge when it comes to geothermal. And so, excited to see the progress. Because like you said, We've said it for years. Energy transition is not a thing. It's energy addition. And we're seeing that play out now. We were saying it before it was cool. Now, all of a sudden, there's insatiable power appetite. You need all forms of energy.
Can I set up most importantly to me, can I set up my neighborhood to be a microgrid?
You absolutely could.
See,
You just have to watch out.
My
for
neighborhood
there's a lot of
association
archaic
is
laws.
wrong about me.
A lot of archaic laws that protect utilities.
Oh, yeah.
As I'm finding out, as I'm getting into different locations,
we saw that.
It's changing. It's changing. You can't do that.
I had a friend, Lloyd Fussell, came up. We were talking to some legislators. So we were at the state capitol, and there was everybody in the room pro what we wanted to do, which is, hey, out on these locations, let's drill a gas well, and we'll dedicate all of that gas to that data center, and we'll give them all these incentivized, data centers to come to Oklahoma. And lo and behold, it seems like the big power companies in the room did not like that one bit. They were, we have the monopoly right now, and people cannot pick and choose. We have power lines here, and you have to use what we give you. That's irritating, by the way.
That's the case everywhere. Everywhere. Every single grid, every single utility is the exact same way.
Not for... they'll be there. They have their place, but...
They should have saw the future coming.
And
they didn't.
They shouldn't tell us that, we ran those power lines. Like, no, our tax dollars ran those power lines. Those are really ours. It's a little slap in the face to our, knowledge base of what we're doing now. So you get to be a speaker here, luckily for everyone that's coming to this conference. Any idea yet we're going to tell everybody?
We're talking about developing an oil field power strategy. So there's a lot of different directions that we can kind of go with it, from bridge power with a lot of the mobile trailer solutions to more permanent stuff like what we're doing. It's the hottest thing in the world right now.
Thank goodness.
There is nothing hotter than power.
It's so good, man. Every time I wake up in the morning, there's just one more thing to get me excited about our industry. Man, I'm so glad to see you here.
Dude, likewise. It's been a minute.
And what a blessing. What else can I promote for you? Anything at all coming up?
No, not really. I mean, just coming here, having a good time, seeing guys like you.
You got any songs you want to sing? I always like to, cut those, put them at the end.
Songs that I want to sing.
Easter eggs for everybody.
Oh man, what song? It would probably only be a kid's song. That's pretty much all I listen to with my kids in the car these days.
Yeah, you've got some down.
Yeah.
I won't make you do that. Guys, take care. God bless. You got to follow Jake. Anything he does, he got the golden touch. So, support him.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye.